Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. How are you all doing? Hello, hello. My layers. No, I cleaned my layers and now I've lost this. Darn it. X. Wait, no, it was right there. Oh, well, it's fine. Everything's fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so I'm going to go through and say hello to everyone. So, just a quick reminder, this is a themed stream. We're talking about what this is the writer's workshop. I think this is my third or fourth one. They've been pretty successful in the past and people have really enjoyed them, so I hope you all do as well. I'm going to go through and say hello to everyone. Hello, Laura, the parent mod. It is great to see you keeping an eye on us. Hello, Jordan. Welcome to the stream. Again, please remember this is going to be a writer's workshop, so please try to keep questions and comments related to the topic if possible. Thank you. Coffee's gonna have a nap before the stream. Hell yeah, Coffee. I hope you come back. Hey, Cindy. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Welcome back. Welcome back. Roswell. Hello, Roswell. Roswell is one of my beloved channel members. Hello, hello. Sorry I missed last week. Tisk, tisk. Don't worry, Roswell. I will find it in my heart to forgive you. Just this once. Hey, crazy cat lady. I see you avoiding work. Hello, Max. Good to see you yet again. Welcome, welcome. Dreadful Raven, who is both a mod and a channel member. Our Chaos Familiar is an absolute legend. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Wicked. I see you. I see you being naughty. Alright, let's... I'm saying hello. We like a nice friendly chat. Oh my god, it zoomed down. I need to enhance it. I was squinting. Oh my god, yes, that's better. Yes, I missed you. Hello, Gray. Welcome to the stream. I believe it is your first time here. Hello. Hello, Nat. Welcome, welcome. Lady often misses people. Well, I mean, just a scope. God damn it. Yes, indeed. I am the high priestess of the stick cult. What book? So I'm not reading a book today. What we're going to be doing is sharing different writing tips and tricks that we've all learned over the years, and hopefully, you know, maybe pick up some ideas ourselves. Rose. Well, welcome to the stream, Rose. Welcome, welcome. Wait, you were sick, Dreadful? Please get well soon. That is pretty cool, Rose. That is pretty cool. Fanfics count? I mean, yeah, I guess fanfics do count as well. So, Roswell says, I have several works in the progress, one of which will involve Lady Spookaria, and several others are all collaborations with other narrators. Mind-bending stuff coming. Oh yeah. Laura has 2 work in progress. No. Hey, the troop has arrived. My shirt stinks of steak and gunpowder. Love the 4th of July. Well, it's good to see you. Yes. You go by Razi? Oh, okay. Well, if I forget and just call you Gray, I'm not trying to be rude. Sometimes it's hard to remember everyone's name. Let's see. Hey, Jimmy! Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Oh no, you want me to read some of my old fan fictions? Oh god. Maybe. If I hit 100k if I hit 100k subscribers, then I assure you I will read one of my old fan fictions. And hopefully people will forget about that by the time that happens. If it ever does. Okay, so it's not really about our individual work necessarily, but just writing concepts and ideas as a whole. That makes sense. So I have some of my own. Kat and Roswell both sent theirs in before the stream started. So you're able to do that or type them in the chat. But what we're going to do is like maybe take a concept and then discuss it among. I think that'll be fun. Dreadful, please get well soon. I will beat it all up. Listening to jazz while watching you stream? Hell yeah. Nice, Rose. Oh, Ali! Hello, Ali. Welcome to the stream. Ali is one of my beloved channel members. Hello, hello. Hey, Keeper! Excellent. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so hang on. I'm gonna go by That's one's. Okay, we're not gonna talk about ideas just yet. Just a second. I have to hard to see. Okay, so okay, this is a lot more about publishing, which is still handy. You're ready to roll? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hey Jen, welcome to the stream. You're cleaning your shower. Need something to listen to other than the drill. Hell yeah. Well, you're more than welcome, Jen. I hope you enjoy it. The chaos. Okay. Roswell has a movie. Got cats. Got Roswell. My files got mixed up. Alright. Ah, frick! God damn it. Hey, Mr. Reflection! Welcome to the stream! That scared the shit out of me. Thank you for the sparkles. It is greatly appreciated. Hello, Dexter. Hello, Cheeky. I hope you had a nice birthday stream, Dexter. I got distracted. I was tired. I had to go to bed. So I just sent my message and... Okay. Yes, indeed. First lady jump scare of the night. My goodness. So basically, practice makes perfect. So the more you write, the better at it you will be. As will, hang on, write it. Why the? I cleaned my layers, and by that I meant I just went through and just sprayed everything. Hang on. I lost all my text. Okay, there. No, it's fine, chat. Everything's fine. Don't panic. Can't. Frick. God damn it. Edit and empty. Oh, wait. Can't edit a blank page. So, this is pretty... Oh, wait, you guys can't see it. This is fine, chat. Everything's... Okay, so can't edit a blank page. So, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. So, over the years, I've had people approach me about writing and said that they can't write, which I don't think is true. I think if you've got any sort of basic understanding of writing, you have the potential to become, you know, at least a writer, whether you write for just yourself or, you know, publish, you know, whatever media you like. So, sometimes, in my opinion, it's best to give yourself basically a forced period where you have to focus. So I would say maybe 10 minutes at first or 5 minutes, and you write as much as you can to just, you know, get words on the page. Once it's on the page, like, it's there. You can, you know, you can work with it. You know, just to have something there. So an idea is, or you could write, you know, as soon as you get a bit more practice under your belt, you can start say, okay, tonight I'm going to write all night. Or I've seen on the TikToky with the youth, someone would write until a candle stops burning, like when it burns itself out. Or you could think about maybe one thing. Basically give yourself a time limit. For me, my favorite one is about 20-25 minutes. It's really, really good to just get the entrance. I'm gonna go through and have a... Trooper says, I can write BS, but I can't write in a proper script format. See, that's okay, Trooper. What you can do with that, in my opinion, is you can just get it down and then later on go in and put it into a script format. Because you're treating a draft like the final copy, and I can tell you this now. My drafts, like, they're all over the place. There's missing words, spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes. It is just a mess. That is why you edit. That is why you polish. And all that good stuff. Dreadful's mind doesn't work the way I get you. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. John is one of my beloved channel members. It's okay, Ali. You're more than welcome to hang out with us. We're talking about writing and different writing techniques. But there will be bits and pieces. Also, guys, we're not asking for specific help for our projects right now. This is just a general theme. Keep that in mind. No self-promo. On. Alright. So, ooh, that's a good point, Rose. So Rose says, creativity is a muscle. You have to use it to keep it strong. At the same time, applying too much exertion will cause burnout. Oh my god, Rose, I feel attacked. I've been struggling a lot with burnout right now, so it's been... it's been interesting. I had to scrap a story because I lost interest in it, so I'm a little bit... Jimmy says, get a program Final Draft. It makes script writing... Oh my god, 100 times... Interesting, Jimmy. I'm gonna have to have a look-see it. Hang on. Wait, I'm gonna make a note. Where's my notes? Hang on. Get to hear some typing. Check out Final Draft. Burnout really does. I really... That's weird. Messages that weren't. I swear YouTube's been getting worse. Laura, goddamn. Oh, you just write the final draft. Well, I guess everyone's technique. Writing centers aren't for my... Wait, what do you mean by writing center? Do you mean like a writing club type of a thing, or is it more like just where they'll give information and tips and tricks out? Basically, that's my first rule, is you can't edit a blank page. I can't remember who exactly said it, and I feel terrible, but it's so true. You can't edit a blank page. Until the next one. I was writing right before the stream started, so... Oh, okay, so this one is one of Roswell's that he graciously sent to me before it started. So before I start any theme stream, I do open my DMs. I forgot to leave notifications about it. My bad. That people are more than welcome to do so. Alright, have a good one, Max. Thanks for coming to the stream. So, what motivates or drives the plot? Oh my god. Okay. What drives the... So, generally speaking, like, things need to happen to move the story forward. All the different quotes. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll just say Mark Twain. And then also adds what mechanism, whether it be internal or external, pushes our characters forward. So that's another thing to think about. That was actually some really good advice, Roz. I actually really like that one. So after this, we'll talk more about publishing, because Laura's one was very good about that sort of thing. Oh, you had writing centers that would go over your work and tell you what you basically do. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I needed a quick sip. Oh, that's another good one. Hell yeah, Roswell. Why should the audience care? That's a good one. I'm gonna add that up. Why? Oh, you can't see it. Well, there we go. There we go. Dreadful says, for my style, if the characters aren't already moving the plot just by being who they are, then I can't use. Ooh. Okay, so Rose says, I believe this is known as the core. This usually applies to a fantasy. When it comes to horror, the motivation usually comes from one of survival or help, at least for my story. That makes sense. Especially if they're dealing with some catastrophe or some, you know, a challenge that needs to be overcome. I agree, Jordan. Jurassic Park is an excellent example of it. Jordan says, what motivates the plot is the worker that gets killed by the Velociraptor cage. And then the investigation is done on Jurassic Park. And that is when the stuff goes down. That is true. Laura, more D&D players need to remember the call to adventure. They suffer from hobbitism. Filthy hobbitses. So Nat struggles putting her thoughts in and articulate. Nat, that's just practice, in my opinion. The more you do it and the more you try it out and everything, the more likely you'll develop this. But see how other people are able to put, you know, their thoughts into it and how they're able to. Roswell says, another thing I mentioned in that note was, shh, Roswell, we haven't gotten to that part yet, gosh. I'm sorry. Still good though. A unique identity can often clash with clearly stated rules. So Dreadful Raven's approach is golden in my mind. Trooper says, I agree with Dreadful. That's why I love zombie apocalypse survivor stories. The world already ended. There's no rush to save the world. We're just here to follow the characters who deal with it. Well, there's still stuff with that though. Sometimes people are trying to find what happened. Or they're trying to rebuild society as well. Or deal with the societies that have been brought up out of the ruins. Everything else. That is true. The hobbits do want to stay in the Shire. And not get involved with, all the perils of the wasteland. Wasteland, sorry. Chuka. I just imagined, hobbits beating up a zombie. No, I'm not I'm not saying that one type of writing. They're just talking about different techniques and different ideas. That sort of. That is true. Adventure could be internal. Different characters dealing with their thoughts and ideas. That's a lot. Dealing with mental health is a challenge and an adventure in its own right. That's it, Rose. A goal that's, you know, that they're aiming to achieve, whatever it is, be positive or negative too. Oh, it's all good, Dreadful. It's all good. It's all good. Make sure you read a lot in the genres you want to write in. Actively read and try and understand what is working and what doesn't. If you aren't reading, your writing suffers. That is true. So that's one thing I forced myself to start doing again. Most of the stuff that I read though is non-fiction. So I do need to dabble back in, you know, fiction again. Man, I love my history books. I appreciate that, Nat. That is really sweet. I'll leave it a little bit just to... if anyone else has any opinions on that part. Also, and this is a little random thing for me. I don't know if everyone else is like this. But when characters die too quickly, and I haven't had time to bond with the character, like, I don't care when they die. It's just like, I know I should care, but like, who are you? Yeah, that's one thing I'm worried about, is ideas blending in. Or sorry, bleeding in. That's true, Laura. But that, you know, there's always spell check and everything. It's all good. Dreadful says, I can agree wholeheartedly with that. I was a teenager writing sweet Valley High type stories when horror found me and said, what's that garbage? Come love me for the rest of your life. Ooh, nice. Laura, that is evil. Killing off a character from the start. Well, I mean, I think you would only really... For me, I'd find it very hard to care about the character dying. I'd be like, well, I don't know who this is. Unless characters who witnessed it or have to deal with that character's death, I bond with them. Then I care. There's high... Music is amazing. Yes, you know what? That... Wait, hold up, wait. Frick! I feel I should have someone to type stuff. Why is that like this? Anyway, that's... Oh my god. So having an inspiring song, so certain characters of mine have certain songs that they come out for, that they really like particular songs, and I love like cinematic style soundtrack music. It really helps get the groove going, so to speak. I have Jordan, but we're doing a writer's workshop today. Sacrificial lamb or idiot in my case, true. Laura, But dead Jim was so amazing. He saved all the orphans from the burning orphanage riding upon her unicycle. Mufasa, that's true, but we did get a chance to bond with Mufasa. We saw he was a good man. Lion. Wait, we saw he's a good lion. You know, he was a good king. He was a good father. He was a good husband. So we had time to care about him dying. We also saw the devastating effect it had on Simba and the Pride Land. So, yeah. Yes, music is amazing. Music is the mind is the gate. Music. Indeed. Roswell says, anything from jazz to Deathclaw will inspire me. Hell yeah. Jen says, I have an entire playlist for writers. Most don't apply to horror, though. It is okay, Jen. It is a-okay. I will find it in my heart to forget. George says, do you mean film composer music and songs from a movie soundtrack? Yes. On YouTube, if you search for cinematic music, you'll find them. They are so good. Well, Max, it sounds like you need to write that story. Half man, half lion, or vengeance man lion. God damn it. So, Dreadful says, one of my favorite throwaway stories, entirely built around a song, and it followed the song. Ooh, Jimmy says, any dark academia playlist works, but metal and classical works best for me. Hell yeah, dude. Ambience motivate me. It is really good for motivation. Pleasant music can inspire horror like Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Oh god. That song is so creepy and so unsettling. Hey, Coffee! Welcome to the stream. It is good to see you. Just do it, Max. Do it. Oh, a friendship forming. Excellent. We just become best friends. Dreadful listens to tavern music. Sorry, medieval tavern music. Hell yeah. When she writes. Sound like they're trying hard to be. That you and Cinnamon are having talks about having a baby? Oh my. Oh, the Boots poem. So Vidif, for his channel members, did a reading of him doing the Boots song. Not song. I don't know, but you know, it's fine. Everything's fine. What? Hey, what? What? Okay. Inspiring writing music. So we talked about music that we listened to. We talked about putting it on a page. Take notes. Now, chat, there will be a quiz and you will all be judged. The person who gets the least amount of questions asked will be sent to the mines. You should have expected this. Yes. Wait, I'm gonna post that. Wait. So Laura sent a picture about muses, and I just think it's funny. Not necessarily related to what we're talking about, but you know what? Having a bit of humor. No, that's not it. Anyway, having a bit of humor involved always helps. I'm just gonna put it on the screen. Do people remember being in school and they're like, sometimes there was a section, it's like, why are you writing this? Like, I don't know, I have to, I don't want to. It should be up on the screen. It fits, doesn't it? The threat of writing. Bring it on, don't judge me. Wait, what? I'm not judging. I feel the love. All the love. Wait. Are we graded on good boy, good girl points? Yeah. That's a hate crime. God damn it, Coffee. I did predict Coffee will have a child. Ooh. That is true, Wicked. You do post a lot of dark academia. Will be judged. Oh! Well, it's okay, Dreadful. You're a mod. If I go for 6 hours today, oh my... I don't know how long this stream will be. I'm hoping it'll be at least 3-4 hours. But I'm not gonna make any promises. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the vibes are. You know, it's fine. Everything is fine. Yes, this is the subtle threat to write. Okay. So, get back to video games. Ooh, you'll be going to bed? Why not listen to us? Why not listen to the stream, Coffee? Oh, your wifey would... Alright, on to the next point, chat. On to the next point. I feel like a slave driver. I'd be like, alright, chat, let's go. Okay. Also, things are, voting and things is done in my server. Would it be? Everything is fine. Oh my. Don't worry about it. Indeed. Yes, Rose, that is amazing advice. Your body is important to look after. So, because you also need to remember that getting enough sleep is important for your brain health, so you can develop stories and exercise and all that good stuff. Listen to me, I'm wise. Let's see. So, another one by Roswell. I'm gonna move. Like so. That one did. Oh, you can't see. Okay, my bad. Okay, there we go. The last point that Roswell made is that experimentation is the spice of life. You're never gonna know if you enjoy writing a certain way or any— Ah, frick! Hey! Thank you, Heel. Thank you very much for the 2 sparkles. Sorry for the sparkles. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you. No, Ponchi hasn't come by yet. That's true, Laura. Jump scare, yes. Yes, the infamous jump scares. But yeah, so at one point I never used to write in first person. I would only do third person. And it's really funny now because from doing horror narration, a vast majority of them have been from first person. So sometimes it's good to experiment with different points of view and see where it takes you. You love Australia? Hell yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. I do greatly appreciate the super chats and everything. So it's all good. Hey, Dragon! Welcome to the stream. How are you, dude? Who knows? Maybe I'll do another third person. Could do a story where you're speaking turkey talk. Oh god. Who knows? Maybe for the next April Fool. You can ask Jordan. But it's always fun to experiment with different worlds and things. Oh, we could talk about world building later on. Good point, Dreadful. There are all types of people / creatures in the universe, or whatever universe you create. Just pick one and be them. Exactly. World building is one of the best parts. So in the past, I've gotten so stuck in world building, I'm like, oh yeah, these characters. How come some writers write stories in first person? So first person, in my point of view, at least in my experience writing characters, so their character, when you're in first person, you're giving people, well, basically, you're the character. It's exactly from their point of view. They're experiencing things, and it's really easy to see. So, in my experience, when it comes to, say, creepypasta / no sleep, they tend to be a little bit easier to write. I don't know, could be my personal opinion. But sometimes it could just be how author thinks. Some people think and write better using first person. Other people think and write better using third. It just depends. Yeah, sure, Max. After the stream, send me a DM. Unless you were talking about someone else, then I'm just like, I'm just taking whatever and be like, fine. Poppy says, when I write first person, I do it like reading what the character wrote down. Like the character was given a pen and paper. Exactly. So for me, I've noticed that with some of my characters that are from a first person perspective, it's very, very much from their point of view. So they themselves are more likely to miss. At least that's my experience. So Dragon says, I recently started experimenting with a sort of quick time inspired approach to combat scenes. Ooh, combat scenes can be quite difficult to write. I'm curious what you've picked up with that. Oh, good, Max. Just send me a DM. Exactly, Rose, exactly. There's not a lot moving the plot, but you know what? You've got all their languages, all their clothing, everything else. It's all good. It's fine. Um, That's the writing feel more natural too. Because it helps me ramble about details I want to find out. Like 3 lines trying to describe the taste of the food they've never tried before. That's a good point, Cole. So Dreadful adds to that. Person perspective depends on what you want the story to convey too. Yes. Very true. Laura says, traditional writing is always third person. However, you will find third person and past tense. Oh, that's a good question, Jen. So that is something that I've been stuck on. I had one story that, so basically, you need background story. This is how my brain works, unfortunately. Basically, I was writing a vampire story that was it was about 6 to 7K by the time I was done. And there was like 4 or 5 characters. And I needed a story out for the next week. I'm like, I am not going to get this done in time. So I had to write another story. And basically, I lost interest in it and I've scrapped that and I started writing something else. But this happened 3 or 4 times. So I nearly screamed into the void. It was so frustrating. But yeah, I ended up shelving it for a bit. I'll look at it later. That's future lady's problem. Yes. My old archives just sitting covered in dust going, she'll pick us up again sometime, won't she? Won't she? Rosé says, so since I tend to write creepypasta and no sleep, those tend to involve the everyman trying to take on supernatural. That is true. You do write a lot of those kinds of. Dreadful says, I shelved one story for 30 years and repurposed it into something better. Exactly, Dreadful. Exactly. That's pretty cool. So second person writing, that comes across to me as, in a way, it's like the it feels like one of the roleplay, like ASMR roleplay type writing. So I have done some of those, but it's more for, say, those specific things. It's not something, say, I'd publish as a book. They do seem. Me too, coffee, me too. I'll work on multiple projects, so when I procrastinate on one, I can work on the other. That is true. I am indeed Laura. I hear their cries at night. Not the keyboard. That has no mouth. Anyway. I did notice heal. I did. Alright, it moved down. Ooh. I like when writing is concise yet effective. Rose says, again, and another thing, building atmosphere is fine, but when it's the smell of burgers on the diner grill, fill the noses of the patron. Like, I have been to a fucking diner. Yeah, but you have been to that diner. Okay. Maybe the author was hungry when they were writing. Oh, 4 paragraphs. Yeah, that's true. Jen, we're talking about writing loosely. So each has their own approach, but we're just sticking to sort of like main points at the moment. But if you want to talk about any like specific ones, we can as well. So Roswell says, I hate r/no sleep personally. I tried posting one of my stories and it immediately got taken down because it broke one arbitrary. I almost got banned because I dared challenge this. Okay, well, there's always other places you can post your story. It is unfortunate. I have heard mixed things about no sleep. But if they have guidelines for their subreddit, that's their guidelines, that's their subreddit. But there's always other places you can post your story. I can see what you mean. I haven't looked at any stories on there for a long time, but I have heard that stories getting taken down on there is a pretty common occurrence. Dragon says, for an example of what I mentioned, I have a duel where I went the head of a combatant, put them move straight, short sentences, and clocked the duel once it was done at 12 seconds. You can DM it to me, Dragon. A dreadful lady wouldn't know anything about being hungry while writing. Look, if I'm hungry, my characters get to eat, okay? My eyes are really... Okay, hang on. So, Roswell says, plus, I'm not a big fan of the naming conventions of modern creepypastas. They literally spoon-feed you the premise of the story. I'd much rather have an eye-grabbing phrase as a title. I agree with this, Roswell, because they're very long usually and they say everything that's gonna happen in the story. So I definitely agree with you there. A DM please, Dragon. I like direct writing as well. Oh my god, my eyes are back. I think I'm... It's all good, it's all good. Okay, so I don't want to... So, this is the last one that I'll be reading, guys. I don't want people to send me too much writing. There may be another stream where we'll do that, but just for reference, James lifted his visor before promptly setting down his mezzo. He drew a silvery small sword and pointed it at the knight, partly expecting him to grant the same handicap. Instead, the knight took his longsword by the blade and handle and lunged at James. James caught the blow with his blade and his gauntlet before surging the tip blade up. He heard the knight scream through the helmet as he pierced under the arm. The knight stumbled before turning around for a swing to knock him off his feet. James hopped over the blade before planting a kick in the knight's chest. Once the knight was on his back, he lunged to finish the job, up only for the knight to roll out of the way. James leaned out of the way of the kick to the face and linked blades. When his attempt for the eyes was thwarted, he just leaned out of the way enough to where an attempt to get under his helmet clattered against his bever. That was when James turned his sword around and struck him in the temple with his pommel. All it took was 12 seconds. Nice. So Rose says, I have one. How do you visualize your stories? Is it like you visualize a scene like an actual movie in your head, and then what you write is trying to describe? Okay, wait. I need to add that in. Visualizing your story. We'll have your one part, Jen, as your next point, because that's a good one. Dexter, hello Dexter. So when it comes to stories, I usually imagine that, obviously, like, I'm not the character, but I'm in my character's shoes. I'm living their life, and I imagine how it would be to be, say, if they're arrogant and vain. I imagine that sort of thing, or if they're, you know, sadistic, or if, you know, they give in to their vices constantly. I imagine what that would be. And sometimes I'll get an idea for, like you get a scene basically, and then I'll write that and then have to write a story around it. Hello Devane, welcome to the stream. Good night, Coffee. Did I say good night? Anyway, you get another good night. Good night, Coffee. Jimmy says, I usually get an idea for a specific scene and grow the idea around that. That's pretty good. Hey, Tanak, welcome to the stream. So Tanak says, I find I'm very visual with my stories. Sometimes a vision comes into my mind and I write a story around it. Rose, imagine your characters in their most feared scenario and then kill them. Oh, damn. True. That is true, Rose. That is a long title. That is a really, really long title. Any other comments or thoughts about visualizing your story. Because otherwise, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Partners. I find it fun to visualize different. Our unique character designs are set. I mean, not necessarily, Max, but Dragon says, I pretty much have movie visualization. Excellent. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So they can stand out from the crowd. Well, in some ways it's good that they stand out, but if they're a soldier in uniform, I mean, uniform's meant to be the same, or at least similar. Although everyone wears things differently. You know, some people are very organized and clean, and others are like scruffy and that sort of thing. Jen says, so for writing in general, no, I'm not a writer. Spent a lot of time with them, though. Just write. It won't be perfect. That's what editing's for. Keep writing. Yes. That was a point I mentioned earlier, Jen, and it is so true. Like, you just have to keep writing. And keep writing, keep writing, keep writing. It's all practice. I feel like I'm a drill sergeant. And you're all going to write. Get out your pens. Get out your keyboards. Tappity tap tap. Let's write. And then somewhere around 1 million words, 10 to 20 stories-ish, something clicks and it gets eaten. That's true. Unless I found that you're in writer's. I'm hoping it will pass. It better pass. Alright, where am I up to? Alright, sit. Oh, that is. Wait. Hold. Okay. Oh no, why are you over there? Hang on. Okay, there we go. Researching topics. So, basically, if you're going to write story, say set in World War II, I recommend being knowledgeable about World War II. Otherwise, for me, I have issues. Because I do a lot of apocalyptic style stories, so there's guns and things. I have never fired a gun in my life. I don't think. I don't know. Anyway. But basically I have friends who you know, own guns and use them regularly. Will tell me, you know, how guns work, basically. Jen says, research things you're not familiar with. Much can be forgiven as long as it's generally right. If it's horrifically wrong, though, folks familiar with it will absolutely tell you about it. It's all good, Jen. I hope you have a window open. But yes, dot points while you're writing, to keep an eye on where your plot and paragraphs are going is extremely helpful. So just keep that in mind. Make sure to use incog when researching. Your government can and does monitor such stuff, and you can be banned from Google. God damn. Oh, that is true. Ooh, hell yeah, Dreadful. I got 40 more rounds in this 8-round revolver. Yes, Rose. That is 100% what it's like. 100%. Oh god. Ooh, interesting you should ask that to Knack, because Rose does write quite a lot of comedic horror. Rose, feel free to add your point. Horror comedy is so good. I wish I could write it. Alas. Vicky is a handy. What's the question? I'll look up. Tanak asks, does anyone write horror comic? There you go. There you go. Research is a lot of fun. That's true, Jen. So I have a friend. I haven't spoken to him for a while. But basically, sometimes out of the blue, he'll be like, lady, write this idea for a story. I'm like, I don't know. And then he's like, come on, this could happen. I'm like, oh, yes. And then maybe this. And then he's like, oh, or maybe this. And I'm like, God damn it. God damn it. Hell yeah. This roll. We've covered research, just write, editing, research, background stuff. That is true, Laura. You do. You give such vague ideas. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. God. Yes. It feels endless, like when you're in the zone for writing. Just like, ah, yes, yes. It says, if I can make a scene both scary and funny, I take that opportunity every time. And then, where there's a chance for a scare, there's a chance for a laugh. That's why bad horror films end up being unintentional comedies. It's true, it does become a video. The peer pressure works, eventually. Just look at the gaming channel. How far is too far with research? I think when research takes over everything. So, you know, say if your research ends up, you end up researching rather than writing. I mean, it's fine. 90% of old slasher movies. Hashtag use the ASMR channel late. Look, it's coming. It's coming, okay? It's coming. It's coming, I swear. I should just post the one that I did years ago. well, years ago now, where it was basically just it was me trying to be comforting, and it just ended up coming out as threatening, apparently. So there's that. I would research too much research. But research could also potentially give you new ideas for different stories. So you may find that, you know, as you research more and more, you'll find different stories that could come of that. Even I finished. God damn it, Trevor. Guy who wrote a comedy sketch for a website once wrote an article how to various presidents, one for Obama. He's 2 weeks later, and the actual FBI called him. Okay. Rose adds on to that and says, I think you only need to know enough to move the plot along. For example, if your character is using wolfsbane to kill a werewolf, all you need to know is to make sure it's something actually prevalent in werewolf mythology. Ah, the sun's coming in. Hang on. Frick. Help! I'm burning! Okay, we're fine. We're fine, chat. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Sorry about that, chat. Well, yes, the sun. Sun! Cursed midday sun. What else? Definitely not a vampire. Exactly. Absolutely. Smash the like button. Hell yeah. You know, oh yes, if you haven't liked the like button and you're enjoying the stream and getting a lot of value out of it, please do so. It definitely helps me out and that good stuff. Horrible, wholesome sunshine. True. Hi, tired. I'm lady. Sorry. Steven. Ansley. Oh, thank you, Jen. Thank you. Sunscreen is the best. Well, funny you should say that, Tanak, because I have a lichen. It's called. What is it? Betrayal of the Lichen King. And I did one on Vidus channel, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name. Someone mentioned it to me the other day, and I can't remember it. So if you'd like to check him out. Shameless eyebrow wiggling. I need to make it this bigger so I can see. We talked about this part. Okay. So with stories, you guys have chapters. Like, how do you all end your chapters? And we were talking about titling it. No, ooh, that's a good idea. Different titles. There we go. All right. Good idea, Jen. We're on to titles. Hail and good story. Why, thank you. So, with titles, so at least the most part, I don't name my stories with commissions. So Vidith handles all that. And he's actually better at naming stories than I am. But, mine tend to have, quote-unquote working titles until they're going to be released. So basically, I want a name that's at least catchy. Maybe hints to whatever it's about. Sometimes it is on the nose and exactly what it says on the tin. But, fine. Just number them. So how do you guys all title your story? Oh god, all the Reddit style ones. The vampire walked outside and then it found the sun and then it found it's dead. Oh noes. Trooper goes, I try to go a single to 2 word titles. Something like that sounds like it has more weight rather than being over explanative. Yeah, that makes sense. I agree with that. I like 3 words. You know. But having these massive sentences, it also doesn't work, at least in a creepy pasta format, like with a thumbnail. It does not look good. It's not eye-catching. So, you know, it needs to, you know, grab attention. I get you, Dread. I get you. Find the title and the story. That happens in movies too. Like, you're like, there it is! There it is! There it is! And I'll 10 vampire story, pack it and ship it. You're right, Dexter. If that story becomes my most famous story, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. Rizé says, oh, actual stories, not just chapters or parts. I give a title where readers think they know what they're getting, but then I pull a switcheroo at any time. That's cool. I like that. A bit of a twist. He doesn't want to speak Tamil anymore. Make it a short, lady. No one watches those. No. It's... Some of my shorts do really well. Others just... They don't. It's fine. Everything's fine. Jen says, Dunwich Horror, The Raven, classic titles. True. Those are incredibly eye-catching. It's interesting how YouTube and Reddit has changed how, at least to a degree, some writing. In my opinion, I never know. Sorry. Ooh. Now it says, I've never titled any of my stuff before, but I've tried. I've come up with a couple. Something like, You're on the Tunnel. Sounds cool. Next says, creepypasta titles are like bad parody movies. There is a movie called The 41-Year-Old Virgin Who Knocked Up Sarah Marshall and Felt Super Bad About It. God damn. I thought you meant for a sec that was a creepypasta title. Oh my goodness. Gomez! Hello, Gomez! How are you? Wait, what was annoying? Going on? What happened? Oh, they were filmed vertically. That happens. I think you can take them off and re-edit them. YouTube unsubscribe me? No. Well, you're here now, and that is what's important. YouTube sometimes is an absolute gremlin. So always check to make sure you're still subscribed, so you can get all my messages and stuff. But hello, welcome, welcome. So we're just doing a writer's workshop and talking about bits and pieces about writing. And, you know, you can feel free to drop some ideas. Or, you know, just listen and hang out. And, you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, I have noticed that I have been unsubscribed from people in the past. I'm like, wait a minute. I haven't seen a video from so-and-so. Like, that's weird. A trooper. Yeah, YouTube likes to change a lot. Oh, that's a good one. Hang on. Rose, hang on. When to kill off a character. And I lost my voice. That's fine. Here we go. Move up. There we go. Okay, it's on the screen, guys. When in your story, in your opinion, is it good to kill off a character? It's been Gomez, I've been streaming on the gaming channel as well, like every week. And says sometimes it's easier to brainstorm titles with alpha read. God damn it, Laura. Yes, I haven't posted an ASMR video in years. It's coming, you know, it's brewing. So let's see. Trooper said, either right at the end of their personal character arc, or just shy of it reaching its conclusion. I like that, Troop. Me too, Tanak. I hate the AI video making apps. I get emailed from them asking for sponsorship. Like, absolutely not. AI company, go away. Dreadful says, I don't decide when they die. They just do. God damn it, Rose. When they are most happy. That is one of the most evil answers I've seen from you, Rose. Gomez says, when they've outlived their use. Indeed. Okay, Laura. Laura. When it will cause the reader to go to. We'll have to. When it will cause the reader to have to go to therapy. God damn it. We can talk about it later. Oh yes, we can definitely talk about it later. Jen says, when it drives the story forward, in my opinion. Oh, sorry, in my humble opinion. Why are you being humble about it, Jen? Why not scream it from the... I'm sorry. Rose says, nah, I usually do it when if I see there's no reasonable way for them to be. So I wrote a zombie story. It was a commission for Vidith. Gomez was in, and basically what happened was, the main character, he didn't die at the end, but he was absolutely wrecked. He was like bitten by a zombie. He was infected. He was caught by a cannibal, and people were like, so does he survive? I'm like, no. Hey, Eagle! Welcome to the stream. Eagle is one of my beloved channel members. Hello. That's planning on killing off a few. Oh yes. I see the AI YouTube features are not popular. Trooper says, when, how, and why depends on what kind of character and what role they have for me. Just saying, I want to sit at your house causes tears for some people now. Oh my goodness. It says, I plan on killing off a character shortly after they reunite with their comrade after many years. My goal is to write something that will emotionally devastate. Oh, my honest opinions. Oh! Dishonest opinion. Dun dun dun. Well, I mean... That's a good point. Now I'm gonna be thinking about that all day, Rose. You remember it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now let's see. So Eagle says, it depends on what character it is. Most of my characters are basically spirits. They're technically dead. But it is possible to destroy them or send them somewhere where they can't be contacted. That is always another possibility. Have you ever killed off a character because you got sick of them? Yes. It's like when you play The Sims and one displeases you. So you remove the ladder from the... I'm kidding. It's not that bad. I swear, chat. It has not been that bad. But that is an interesting concept. You know, you just get sick of the character. It'd be interesting if that's how you kill off the villain. You hate them that much that you end up, you know. It's not bad, it's worse. Dragon says, okay, has anyone ever cast a lot on what character dies? Not that I ever did. I haven't, but that is an interesting writing idea, Dragon. I mean, it's a way to know no character is safe and everyone is on the chopping block. Trooper, I've killed my friend's favorite character in my stories just to spite them before. Tisk, tisk, Trooper, tisk. So Eagle says, oh, that means they get sent to the void. That's their death. Until someone decides to be a fool and rebuild their monument again. Ooh, okay, that's cool. I like how there's a way where they could potentially come back. Alright, sippy sip. So Jen said, one story I helped out with, the female main character died over and over. The goal was to cause the listeners to feel the anguish of the main male character. The one time she remembers him, they fought, and she was hit by a car right after. Oh damn, that's brutal. There was a happy ending in her last incarnation. He was immortal. Damn. That's pretty good. I like that. Make them starve to death in a crypt haunted by the ghosts of others who displeased me. Rose, the villain achieved ultimate power, and the author wrote that a giant boulder crushed him. Interesting. Have I killed a character because they've annoyed me? I'm not sure. I have to think about it. I need a quick sippy sip of my water. Everyone, take a sippy sip. So Dreadful says, I don't think I've ever gotten sick of a character like that. They annoy me. But I don't kill them because... Gomez says, you unintentionally write them super annoying. And not sure whether it's a testament to your writing or a testament to parts of yourself with the... or a testament to the parts of yourself that a character represents. Oh no. That is true. It's interesting when you write a character and you're like, oh, that's an evil character. Is this? Are we the baddies? It gives those vibes. So Dexter says, kill off a character right when the reader is getting attached. Why else were they there? They give weight to the story if you make their death matter. That is true. That is very true. It says, remember, #1 rule of fiction. If there's no body shown, the character ain't dead. That feeling of being mad at your own character for going off script. True. True, Laura. Am I a problem? Are we the baddies? Rosé, I can literally just imagine you arguing with yourself over and over again. But you have little like sock puppets representing your characters and you're just like going between them yelling. So Eagle says, mainly, how strong is your belief into the character and the spirituality of it's based on fear that they'll statue, but then my remake, the body. Oh, loosely based on real occurrences. Dragons personally more hesitant to kill off characters. Why is that? Is it because relate to the characters, Dragon? Tell us. He says, now I think about it, a creepypasta that subverts this, the art of Jacob Emery, where someone's art literally turns against them. All I can say is, I will beat up my characters if I have to. Fine. Everything's fine. Oh my god, I need another. I might need a stretchy stretch soon. Just keep that in mind. Trooper says, I've generally written villains so intentionally that what makes me question whether I'm a good person or not. But even being able to think of such... Well... That is an interesting question, Trooper. I just imagine you lying awake at night thinking about it. No, but it doesn't mean you're a bad person. You can write bad characters and things. Someone's art doesn't necessarily represent them as a... Rose, I do think all artists are slightly insane. You know what? I have to agree with you. So I'm going to take a quick stretch, but I'll be back in just a second. Mods, guard the chat. Send them to the mines if they're bad. But anyway, be right back, everyone. Real quick. Okay, I'm back, darlings. Just need to fix the screen. There we go. Sorry about that. I needed to have a little stretch. Little stretchy stretch. I hope you all had a stretchy stretch too. Where was I up to? Oh my god. God damn it. Oh yes, the mines. The mines! I think I got up to Rose's. I do think all artists are slightly in. Yes, I believe that's where. Okay. So Jen says, with horror though, character death isn't necessarily the end though. That is true. Dexter. God. So Dragon says, for a number of reasons, including but not limited to relation. And honestly, just the idea of the chance of every character you get attached with some horrible death is just... I mean, that's true, Dragon. If you don't want to kill off a character, don't. You know? Keep them. Don't ever feel pressured to add in a random death. Don't want it. Your story. You to make the decision. To the mines. God damn it, Laura. Yes, I found that too, Rose. Making an evil character is tricky because you risk crossing into edgelord territory. That is true. That is very, very true. Brothers of the Mine rejoice. What the hell? Oh my goodness gracious me. So, Jen says misdirection can be pretty cool to play with. Take Fallen, the movie, for example. It starts with the bad guy literally saying he's telling a story about when he... By the end, you're thinking he died. And he reminds you that this was a story of when he almost died. Ooh, okay. Brothers of the Mine rejoice. Oh my goodness. So Eagle says, my original character is modeled after me. But I say it's a parallel universe to mine. So, what can possibly happen, I'm not saying that it's happening in your case, Eagles, but what can happen with characters, is that they can end up being Mary Sue's or Gary Stu. I think it's Gary Stu, I think. So what do you all think of those kinds of characters? So a Mary Stu or a Gary Stu is a character that's good at everything. You know, they can do no wrong, they're perfect, you know, in every single way. What do you guys think about it? Let that sit for a little bit. People won't know the impact of a Mary Sue without knowing her namesake's history. I admit, Laura, I don't know the namesake of the Mary Sue, although I do know the term. It says, to me, a Gary/Mary Stu character only works if they're a hyper-obsessed villain who are eventually brought down by the very flaws they pretend not to have. That is interesting. Ooh, I keep thinking of maybe ideas for other streams. Well, a Mary Sue character. So sometimes what used to happen, because I haven't really read a lot of things now, but a lot of what they'll do is they'll make them clumsy. So they would make them like stumble or something, or they'd make them really small and like, oh good, you know, like, or something like that. Or just something to try to subvert how perfect they are, but they somehow make it worse. That used to be a trope a while ago. That's true. Villains, heroes, anti-heroes, truly equals in every man. All character types are to play with. That is true. All fun, sorry. I think though, like, so a Mary Sue isn't necessarily about how, like, say her, like, you know, being absolutely beautiful, whatever. Like, that's not necessarily it. It's how the characters in the, like, all the characters say all the male characters say finding her attractive or something. It's like, I know Eagles. So let's see. I try not to do that. When I do that, usually I just say that he starts losing his mind, trying to be a perfectionist. Huh. That makes sense. So Laura says the Mary Sue was a character in a Star Trek fan magazine, I believe. Despite being a teen, she was the first mate on the Enterprise and dated her way through all the crew and was good at everything. Oh yes. Okay. Like Ellen Legally Blonde. To be fair, I have not read I haven't watched Legally Blonde. So I'm not entirely sure, Jen. Hey, Rooster, welcome to the stream. Rooster's one of my beloved channel members. Hello, hello. I know, I think it's how she hit college. I have to see it because I don't know. I haven't watched it. I should watch it. Oh, help. Fine, everything's fine. Sorry, I missed your thing about villains that are just flat out cartoon characters. Dragon. I'll come back to it in a bit. That's characters are self-inspired. Hell yeah. Hang on, guys. Gonna give you guys a little treat, or at least one person a little treat. You know, I feel like a parent who's taken her kids to the like I'm a mom who's taken her kids out for lunch, and you've all been well behaved. So any minute, chat open. It's doing that thing where it won't open up. No, I don't want to start a member-only live stream. Hang on, it's fighting me. I did not sneeze. Don't mind the sneeze. God damn it. Oh my god, it's doing that thing. It's not showing up the chat again. Well, that's great. This is awkward. Hang on, I'm gonna have to open up this. I was gonna give away a channel membership, but I can't open it up. Hang on. God damn it! It will let me super chat myself, but it won't let me gift a channel membership. What the actual hell is going on? The sneeze, all the sneeze. Thank you. An arrow being fired. Oh, I wasn't sure what that type was. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it doesn't really pick anyone. There we go. So they're picked at random. Wait, it's not for anymore. Oh, wait, yes it is. Never mind. Right. Hold, chat, hold. Let's see. I'm not gonna get scared, chat. I'm not gonna get scared. Ah, frick! God damn it. Congratulations, Ezra, for joining the ranks of the channel members. I need an... There we go. I'm gonna move that for a bit. Ah, frick! Hey, thanks, Eagles. Eagles has been one of my beloved channel members for 6 months now. Hell yeah. 6 months for the lady. I'm really surprised. Wait, why are you surprised? What's happening? We're gonna have, actually no guys, we're gonna have a break segment where we're gonna chat for a bit, then we're gonna get back into it, I think. Because I need to rest my brain for... But we can still chat and talk for a little bit. Hold on to your questions and everything else. I need to just scull my energy drink. Like, must keep awake. Yeah, my brain's like, nope, can't do it, sorry. It's like, brain, please. It's like, no, I don't feel like it. But are you all enjoying this, the writer's workshop? And would you like more? And would you like, maybe some variations to the different types of workshops? So we could have specific ones, say, about maybe developing characters, research, etc. Oh yeah, I saw it. Really enjoying it? Excellent, excellent. I really like when you guys enjoy the streams and things, and you get a lot out of them. A brain. Oh, hang on. Where's my notepad? Brainstorming writer workshop. Ooh. Yes to all. Dreadful's just like, yes, agree to everything. So I don't know what the next one will be. So in my server, if you want to contribute to how the things are going to go, I will probably end up doing it on my main channel community tab as well, where people can vote on what streams are coming up and everything. No, I haven't done that, Eagles. Love a good poll. I'm the yes man. Dreadful disagrees with everything. I was like, you know what? I should blow up the world. Dreadful's like, yes, absolutely do it. Oh, not yet. Listening to Ozzy is a great way to be inspired to write. Well, I thought it was a threat of being pushed down a cliff. No, I'm kidding. But I'm happy to hear that, Roswell. That is awesome news. I'm extremely happy you're enjoying. Also, if you haven't yet, please consider liking the stream. Dreadful like just encourages it instead. That's perfect. Perfect. God damn it. Alright, hang on. I need to move this out of the way. Alright. I don't know of what. Oh, yes. Dragon. I haven't forgotten. Hang on. Hold. Hold. How to make a good. It covers what you meant, Dragon. Dragon, come back. Okay, it's on. How to make a good villain. Or antagonist. Welcome back, John. Back. Hell yeah. Laura. We toss, lady. We live to get those gains. 100%. Okay. So, chat. What are your theories on a good villain? Indeed, Dexter. Let's delve into the nuggies together. I feel like I've stolen Vitus' catchphrase right now. And he's just gonna suddenly appear at my window being like, hey, what are you doing? Yes, chat, what are your theories? What makes a good villain? What makes a bad villain? Let me know, let me know. I'm not falling for that. Dun. Be diff, yes. So, Dragon, there's an AI thing with, like, a translator thing with YouTube, and it looked like you said fifth, rather than bit diff. That's true, Laura. He is indeed in the basement. That's true. I've been summoned! Oh my god! Hi, Bidit. Hi, Bidiff. I put ooh at the end of the Bigfoot. Yeah, god damn it, Dexter. Dexter, you are an absolute menace to society. Alright, Trooper says, I split villains into two categories, lost and too far gone. Both require equal care in opposite directions. That's a good idea, Trooper. That's a thoughtful way to do it. Oh, that's a good question to ask, Nat. Very good. What is the villain's motive? I wonder what Vidith's motive is. Gonna yell at me. What we just said, say his name 3 times. Yes, Vidith. 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 Answer me or I get another pony. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Also, I need to show, I'm going to be getting a picture of the pony. It's going to be an emoji that's going to be used in the Vidith server. And for channel members, big excite, it's coming. I didn't think it would work. It did, Dragon. Dragon, you're officially the Vidith summoner. All hail Dragon for bringing forth the Bidit. So Rosé said, a good villain has to have personality match action. Or have their personality be the polar opposite. For example, they may skin you alive, but will treat you swimmingly. Or they do. Ooh, I like that. But hey! Or if a bit is personal. God damn it, Dexter. Max says, almost every villain has to have a motive. Unless it's a demon or just a really fucked in the head person. Hey! As a demon, I object to that. My reasons make perfect sense. Thank you very much. One of the best antagonists I've seen was Davy Jones. Interesting, Dragon. What did you like about him? That's not how it works. It's fine. Everything's fine. I like how excited we all get about a good villain. That is always really cool. So Dexter says, their motivation should be apparent, not transparent. A touch of mystique matters. Character development applies to the villain too. True. I agree with that, Jen. The best villain is one you don't realize is a villain until it's too late. Trooper says, Lost requires the villain to either start out as a likable side protagonist, or we see flashbacks to when they were a good person either way. Laura. The lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. Oh my goodness indeed. Lady's my favorite villain. I assure you, I am a perfectly sweet, innocent. Don't listen to what they say about me in the pit. I need to spell check. Enhance. So, can I read yours? I did. So basically, just don't go straight into being a villain. my friend. Hey, Shadow Thread, welcome to the stream. Shadow is one of my beloved channel members. Welcome, welcome. How is the writing workshop? It's going good, Shadow Thread. There has been quite a lot of interesting discussion about different character tropes, different writing styles. It has been really good. I am extremely proud of everyone. Staying on track. It's okay, Trooper. Trooper says we just can't see it, then we go back to his evil, like, oop, one bad thing happened and now he's evil. No, show us how good they were. Show us what ruined their life and how badly it... Make us care and make us want him to be a villain and win because we feel he deserves it. Sorry, I'm hiccuping. Too Far Gone can be a villain born psychotic and just unsavable. Or we watch a lost villain who could have been saved decline even further until they can't be saved. Those are good ones, Trooper. Those are good ones. I'm not reading if people are going over things a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, like... Having a little bit of trouble keeping... Hello, Henarius. Welcome to the stream. Your first time here? Hell yeah, dude. Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm here to derail. So, at the moment, we're currently talking about different villain tropes and that sort of thing, so... If you have any of your own opinions you'd like to share, you are more than welcome to do so. Messaging. I'm in a stream. Ah! It just vibrated. Okay. Let's see. What else was I gonna... Ah! Frick! Hey! Hey, Roswell! Roswell coming with $3 dues. Stop kissing. Hang on. I want to thank Roswell. Little me behave. There we go. Thank you, Roswell, who is one of my beloved channel members, for the $3 dues. It says they're in the walls. They're in the walls. Don't worry about it, it's fine. They'll stop screaming soon. I'm gonna hearty heart like you like. Thank you so much. Five? Wait, there've been 5 old fricks? Oh, damn it. Have a villain? Ooh. Well, we've been talking about different things, so... You know, different things people love about a good villain. If you like, you know, listen in, because more will be said, or you can, you know, rewatch the or you can rewatch the stream, because there have been some really good points that have come up. I'm extremely pleased and proud of you all. Actually, you all come together and really brought out some really good ideas. What? Wait, tips and tricks, there we go. God damn it. They never stop screaming. Just stop being able to hear them. How would you get motivation to continue writing your story? Vidith holds a gun to my head and says, "Write the story, lady." No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But early in the stream, Max, we did talk about motivation to keep writing. And just keep going. Jack Horner from Puss in Boots. Who? I don't remember who that is, Dexter. But basically keep writing. Sometimes putting it down for a little bit is good. I'm kidding, Vidif. I'm kidding. I knew. Fucking Dexter. God damn it, Dexter. He just holds a BB long neck to her head. God damn it. I'm kidding, Vidif. I'm kidding. Actually, Vidif is really good to write for. Don't tell him I told him. So Eagle says, I think my female character I choose, she was betrayed by a lover because he cheated on her and she decided to get revenge. Ooh, revenge plot. Yes, welcome, Henarius. Welcome, welcome. Shane from The Walking Dead would be a good possibility. Yeah. I forgot all about Shane. It has been so long since he has been an active character in my mind. But he was interesting. I don't know if I'd call him a villain. No, he is a villain, but... You just hold the people next to her head. That's a good point, Trip. The Shadow Thread says, for me, my style is dark psychological. So the villain may or may not be a person, place, or thing. Or be a memory, or the main character is in mental distress. And imagine things like Cat. Most of them will have a twist, where you may not root for the MC, but in the end you choose. That's a good thought. That's a good thought, Shadow. I like that. So now is the time for me to be shameless, and if anyone would like to submit a story, you may do so on my my Reddit page or email at ladyspookariayt@gmail.com, or you can send it to me on Discord. I still have one from Shadow Thread to do, and I'm looking forward to it. I still need to get the thumbnail for it. Just a second. You want to talk to me after? That's okay, Max. So after the stream, I may not answer right away. It could be tomorrow morning even, because sometimes after a stream I can get a bit, my social battery is depleted usually, so I might need just a little rest. But I'll definitely answer it if you send a message. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Now, do we care about the characters / villains? Or do we not care? Doesn't matter? Well, I think you need to be invested at least in the story. Otherwise, it just doesn't matter, does it? Oh, but what the other side of that is, what makes a good hero? Okay, there we go. What makes a good hero? Bro, just address Milady by name. I don't think I've seen that before. It's okay, Roswell. So people tend to call me the following: Lady, Spookaria, Milady, Aria, Spooky. And I answer to all of them, so it's okay. So long as people don't message me my, so long as people don't use my real life name, because I would probably be scared if that actually happened. No. Aria isn't my actual name. That is interesting how you thought that though, but no. Maybe it is. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. No, it is a really pretty name. It's awful pretty. Your IP address would be worse. Oh my god. True. Alright, let's see. Kneecaps and eyes on my... But should there be heroes? Ooh, that's a good question. So, Neri says, my villain type is blinded by power. Being the one to have it all and was stripped away. All she has and now all she wanted to just have it all. And will do anything to have it all. Ooh! Blind ambition, that's pretty cool. Trooper says, heroes have every right to be a villain and choose not to. Me likey. Dragon says, well, aren't all great villains the heroes in their own stories? That is very true. I like that. So all my evil characters believe that they're doing the right thing. Or at least it's justified, whatever they do. So if they hurt someone, well, it's like, well. Max says, I think a good hero is kind-hearted and puts others before themselves and shows courage and determination. Feeling like a villain? Hell yeah. I used to call her late or miss, depending on the... This work. Arya is actually one of the main heroes of my story. I mean the name. Ooh, hell yeah. Laura. God. True. Rose says, I see heroes as problem solvers. Why does the hero want to help people? That's really... Heroes are boring. I have noticed more and more that people get, you know, villains are a lot of, they're a lot of fun to, they're a lot of fun to play, you know, and to write, and something I always really Laura says, helping people is an inert thing that we as people have lost. It serves to help the species survive and used to make people feel good in addition to being moral. Oh, Trooper, that is really sweet. That's very much how you are, though. That's really sweet. Trooper says, being a hero is lame. Motherfuckers, when they feel the joy of making a child laugh and hearing an old lady call them sweetie. Some stories, Shadow says, some stories need people to go one way or another. Jen, also, are you okay? Have the fumes gotten to you? Jen? Jen? Are you okay? Laura says, there is always a reason. What reason is what makes someone... Big diff. Oh, wee. Nerea says, if heroes don't have a reason to help others, does that make the hero foolish? It's interesting to see what a good hero... That is true. I've noticed that trend. I've noticed every hero in fiction comes with a mountain of emotional baggage. True. All the feels. Wait, I saw it before it scared me. Haha! Victory! Why didn't it make a sound though? Thank you, Bidit, for the channel membership. I don't know why I didn't react to it, but thank you very much, Bidit. I hope you enjoy reaction, reviews, and moos. Sorry. Welcome to being a channel member. Hey, Wicked. Morality is subjective. I mean, fair. I'm out, peeps. Well, Vidith is running, fleeing from us. Oh, it's fine, Vidith. No, it's fine. Have a good one, Bidit. Hey, Hopeful! Hopeful is one of my beloved channel members. Welcome to the stream, dude. Yes, good question. Did you bring the hat? So, you're not late to a point where the stream is about to end, but, you are 2 hours and nearly 30 minutes. Don't worry, Hopeful. I will find it in my heart to forgive you. Spider-Man. Alright, sip. Okay, so we've covered quite a lot so far, chat. Covered quite a lot. Just woke up from a nap. Okay, Hopeful. I will find it my heart to forgive. Okay. Moving on from pop culture. Moving on from pop culture. Good ideas, good themes. Alright. I'm a general. Lady always forgives. I don't know about that. Gammy, will it come up? Ah, frick! Oh, that one does it. Alright. Why is it being mean to... Fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the channel membership, Callum. Enjoy. The rosés over the hero or villain needing some huge motivating factor for their actions. I don't need a tragic backstory or whatever. They can be like, hey, your wife's pot roast is terrible. I don't know, dude. If someone said my potato bake was mid, like seriously mid after tasting it, I'm sorry, they gotta die. Like it's you know, it's valid, right? Canaria says, can a hero want revenge? I think so. I think so. Sippy sip. Can you all hear when I'm taking a sippy sip? By the way, I am curious about that and also slightly terrified. Lady would be the hero, getting rid of those with no taste in indie. Of course, you two want me to sip into the mic. We can hear the mouth turn to wicked, naughty. Dragon can't hear it. Laura says no. Okay. I like how some of you are bringing out serious answers and others are just not. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, a hero is the villain from the villain's point of view. Ooh. I mean, it does make sense. The hero is in the way of the villain, I suppose. Oh, I just want to hide it. Thank you. Alright. As subtle as the rushing of Niagara Falls. How dare you? How dare you? Oh my god. It's fine. Everything is fine. Howling. Questioning my life choices. Opal says the villain in this story is not overly complex with backstory. He's just an incubus seeking to devour the protagonist's soul and nothing else. The protector of the protagonist sort of explains why he doesn't speak, but it's quick and to the point. Like you. Because it says good side, bad side, it's just a matter of what side you're on. Whatever side wins is the good side, because winning is all that matters. God damn. Alright, Eagles. I appreciate you coming to the stream. Have a good one, dude. And I will see you next week. Or in the comment section of yet another video. Good. Dun dun. Dun dun dun. I think it might be a good idea to maybe have writing workshops about specific things. I'm not sure what you mean, Max. What is that from? I think it... Hang on. Hang on. I'm going to write this down. Stream... Wait. Writer's workshop. Themed stream. Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't played those, so I'm not sure, so I'm gonna add maybe a character development stream. A working stream, because it's been a while since we've had those. Stream Deltarune Chapter 1 on the game channel. I mean, maybe in the future, Max, I might do that. Right now, I'm gonna be streaming Skyrim for a long time. If you've seen my, my playthrough of Fallout 3, it's like 30-something parts. I don't mean... No, I don't mean right... But maybe. Oh, okay. I mean, we'll see. We'll see, Max. Be good. Hopeful says the protector, the humanoid being, is not necessarily a hero though. Just has a job to do, but gets emotional when he thinks he failed his mission. So there's that. That's pretty. Everyone's come in with such interesting ideas, and I think we may need another stream for this. Those that will trigger know the words. Be good now. What is that from? It sounds so familiar. As you can tell, guys, I'm a little. I'm sorry. My energy levels has slowly been throughout the stream. It's okay though. We're still gonna go on until at least, in my opinion, we're gonna go for at least 3-4 hours. So you're stuck with me. So Hinaria says, but what if the hero refuses to choose a side? Like creating a middle ground. Creating a plot for the villain to redeem themselves. I mean, it's possible. I mean, the hero could do all of this, and that doesn't necessarily mean that the villain will take him up on it. Or maybe the villain is, you know, luring the hero into believing that they're going to support them or something. Appreciate you, Arya. I appreciate that a lot, Roswell. I really do. Before every stream, I'm always worried, like, are people gonna come to the stream? Are people gonna come? Alright, have a good one, Trooper. You'll be here until the end. Excellent. Holding a vigil. Praising lady. No! Oh my god. Well. Some weirdos bound to, like, you know, get a copy of that someday. Gonna be like, listen, chat. She's a harlot. Okay. Oh, good question. So, Nat, a self-insert character is basically someone solely putting themselves into it. It usually leads to the person, in my experience, getting to, like, it becomes too perfect. It heads into Mary Sue territory, usually. So, that's usually what happens with a lot of fan fiction. You know, characters are too perfect and all that sort of stuff. But a self-inspired character, say, they will have certain traits that you have. Maybe they'll have a certain feature that you have, or like a certain personality trait. Basically, it's inspiration, not a copy. If that makes sense. I don't think there's anything wrong with having an inspired character necessarily, but it can lead to Mary Sue. Yeah, I agree, Matt. I think it's best to separate the character from yourself, and the character needs its own life. That makes sense. Lady, what's the last book you read? One moment, John. One moment. So it is called Belief and Cult: Rethinking Roman Religion by Jacob L. Mackey. So as I said before, I love my history books. This is my jam, so I read this one. It's pretty good. It's about Roman religion and how the cults of Rome worked. I'm just gonna put this back. Okay, I spun on my spinny chair. Oh, okay, that's okay. Questions are more than welcome, and you know, everyone is going to share their answers as well. I might need to get up and have another stretchy stretch very soon. Heroes 8. My self-insert has a six-pack despite never exercising, and a 8.0 at grade average despite never studying and sleeping in class. Very humble guy. He is the most humble. So Hopeful says, oh, in this story, my characters and my friend's OC get hurt quite a bit. Even if they win a fight, they will they still got absolutely mauled. Especially the protagonist, since she's untrained with combat. Nice. I like when people add, you know, realism to their writing with their characters and all that good stuff. Now it says, some people make self-inserts to a point where they're just making a power fanfic. Yes. Like, basically to a point where, I don't know, it seems like they're trying to live out some power fantasy, you know, from their real world or something. You know? It's a little strange. Seen quite a few of those. Yeah. I've seen quite a few of them over my many years as well. I'm like, oh, this is... But I need to take another stretch, guys. I'm sorry. I also need to rest my eyes from the screen, but my mods will look after you. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. The mines, yes. Send them all to the mines. Okay, John, what is your idea for the next week topic? Hopeful is just like, you with the hat as well. What's everyone eating? Actually, guys, I think we're going to maybe wind down for this part of this stream now. I don't have the same energy I did when we first started, unfortunately. But we will have another writer's workshop in the future. So I think I might have it as a specific type of stream so we can really hone in on a specific issue. I think that might be a better. Your nitro flavored Takis are also in a cut. Wait, not next week, not the week after, but the week after that, I will be having my birthday stream. So I hope you're all gonna be there for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of shenanigans. So talk about deities. That would need several streams to go through lots and lots of different deities. Jam and eggs? Ooh, nice. Yes, yes. Shadow, I am indeed a Leo. Yes. Ooh. Ooh, yes. So I do have a Throne account. You can recommend things on there if you like, or like get something on there. Basically, it's a way to keep everyone's address anonymous. Ponchy! Hey Ponchy, welcome to the stream. Ponchy, please start charging your phone. Why do you do this all the time? I think a while ago you sent a picture of your phone, like a screenshot, and I think it was at like 9% charge or something. Like, please charge your phone. It gave me so much anxiety. You do need, yes indeed. How'd your appointment go? That sounds right. Good. They use them until they hit 1. Oh no, 1%. Okay, I hate that. Wait, I haven't fixed the thing. Oh no, hang on. There we go. Don't look, chat. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. There's nothing worse than when you go to the doctors and they're like, no, I'm not doing blood today. How about you come in later? So we're both here. Stop wasting my time. Take my blood right now. I'll add that. Deities discussion. What else? I'll go through more ideas later. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now if I showed you, I'd have to... No, it's just my random notes that I take during stream. Just imagine it, chat. I have little files on each of you. Kidding, I don't. But if I did... No, Ponchy. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, John. I forgot. I will listen to it after the stream. Oh shit, we're nearly at the 3-hour mark. Let's go. Wait, let me see. Ah! Okay, it is. That include me? I was joking, Max. I was joking. I don't have files on everyone. Rose, kidnapper. Wait, you'll be freed if one of your friends pick up their phone. Let's see. Chosen at random. The person who has to answer the call is Paunch. Oh no. Can we do a 4-hour stream? We'll see where the energy flows. Your hair dice came? Hell yeah. Okay, Max, I will look after the stream and we will have a talk. See how that goes. Yeah, John, I'm down to go for a 4-hour stream. But just depends on, you know, where my energy goes. I'm really happy this writer's workshop went swimmingly. We're definitely going to have another in the future. Maybe about more set topics. If you would like to influence the voting of my my streams, I will be having polls on my channel's community tab and in my Discord server. So please make sure you keep an eye out for both of those. A 6-hour stream? I don't know if I have the energy for that one. Because I do have some writing I need to polish off and, you know, all that good stuff, but... Oh, ooh, okay. We'll smack her, Pond. We'll go through the tunnel and we'll smack her. Okay. Laura says, last time a doctor tried that with me, I told them that I won't make it back for another month, and I'll tell my insurance they were the reason why they didn't get their blood test. Damn. You tell them, Laura. Tell them. I think also, so far I have to check out that final draft program that Jimmy Horrors recommended, because that sounded really cool. But thus far we have brainstorming writer workshop, character development stream, world building stream, working stream, deities discussion. We've got quite a few more possibilities for different kinds of content and everything that's going to be coming up. Yeah, that's okay, Laura. I don't think we'll be doing that. If I am going to be doing a longer stream, I'd let you know well in advance. Because... Or I'd have another mod step in to help as well. I think Dreadful Ravenfell. Have my word, I'll call into work if you decide. I don't think I have the energy for that today. I'm sorry, John. Maybe another day. We'll see how I go. We'll see how much energy I have, and we'll go from there. I don't want to promise a long stream and then not deliver, especially when I know I'm not feeling great. I'd still need to get to know you a little bit more before that, John, you know? Hopeful says, my writing process is messy. I draft on my free-write smart typewriter, then import all my words to a document. It's extra as heck, but it helps keep me locked in without notifications distracting me. True. Your smart typewriter, Hopeful, looks so cool. I really want one. It's like, ooh. Ooh. Poke Vidif. Yes, Poke Vidif. Like Vidif. Wait, do you mean you have to go now? Cat? Is that what you're saying? Wait. If you need to go, Cat, that's okay. Have a good rest. And all that good stuff. John. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Research the horse collar and its impact on agriculture. These are all very specific to horses, but it's fine. Oh, you still have hours in you. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, oh my god, am I keeping you awake when you're not feeling well? I was about to go to bed, Laura. Go to bed. Let's see. But yeah, okay. It's all good. Once you go do a stream. Sometime we will do a stream. We talked about it in the past, John. Someday soon it will happen. Dun dun dun. My Little Pony creepypasta. Maybe. It's not something I've narrated before, Max. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Hopeful says, it's generally worth it. I recommend. I've drafted thousands of words since I bought it a couple of years ago. But the price, yeah. That's the ultimate deterrent. I remember it's expensive as, too. It'll be chaos and fun, lots of wheezing and laughing. True. I can't play songs from other people on stream. I'll get hit with a copyright notice. And I'm pretty sure they will absolutely drag me to hell for daring to use their music without them getting paid. That's how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles, so to speak. That is true, Ponchi. Your voice messages are great. Yes, live from the tunnel, Laura. Oh dear. We'll see. I don't know if I'll make it long past a 3 hour. I'm not sure what happened. I had so much energy at the start of this, and it's slowly just been declining. So long as everyone had fun at the stream, that is what matters. That is what counts. Make my own music. That is something I'd love to do. I'd love to be able to make my own art for my projects. Down top, make my own background music. Just... oh. That would be living the dream. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time. But I would like to start trying new things. Seeing how it goes. Alright, have a good one, Shadow. Thank you for dropping by. Much appreciated. Anyone ever feel draft and slap their leg thinking it's a bug? Yeah. Yes. I've done that several times. So, one time, I was out in my renovated shed. It used to be my bedroom. Okay. A shed sounds creepy, but like it was like, you know, it had like lining, like proper like walls and everything. So basically, I was walking around and I felt something on my leg. I'm like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, wait, that's something. And a male mouse spider was walking up my leg and I squealed so loud. That genuinely scared me. Spiders don't tend to bother me, but that did. But yeah. Both do it. I reckon sometimes I can. Yeah, flicking is a better idea generally. Someone thought I was from Yorkshire, and it still fascinates me. I'm like, really? But that's my narration voice. Mosquitoes are bad in Texas. Interesting. She has a moon accent. Yes, Yorkshire. Yes, I know. That's what I thought too. I was like, what? Let's just say it was an interesting. It's fine though. Everything. Sorry guys, my energy waning. This was a really good. I think next time I'm gonna be a little more organized. What I want to do. Jamaican accent. That's so cool. You know, we'll see. Birmingham. Interesting that. Calling it then? Not just yet, but you know, I'm just letting everyone know that we are in the tail end of the stream. I really, really enjoyed it though. I don't want to end it, but I don't want to push it too far, you know what I mean? It did really well. There was a lot of interest in the stream and a lot of people dropped by, and I really appreciate that. Don't push. It's fine. Everything's fine. Actually, I should stop sipping my energy drink. I think I've had too much. Laura, I see you baiting me. I see you baiting me with your mockery of ancient Rome. Oh gosh, I see what you're doing. One day, Laura, you're gonna poke the beast and I will unleash it upon you. Although I think you'd like it though. But still. Why a lore dump about ancient Rome and horse? I win if you do. That is true. Yes. Yes. I'm not really sure, John. I don't really keep up with music very much. I just listen to a lot of cinematic stuff these. You mean an individual horse or? Same, see? I don't listen to the radio either. They're gonna sell us stuff and plant messages in our minds. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. Anyway. That is true, Jen. Ancient Rome does cover a lot of time. And it also covers so now it's also wrongly called Byzantium when it's the Eastern Roman Empire. I'm just gonna don't want to start ranting. Oh my god, I just cracked my neck. Ow. Fine. Everything's fine. See, it's because I'm nearly 7,006 years old. I knew this would happen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fine. Everything's fine. Oh. She really hurt. Yeah, my neck just, I moved it slightly in a weird direction and my body's like, yep, time to die, I guess. Okay, it's relative. It's like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Okay, it's fine. I used to fall off horses and fine. Jesus. This is fine. Everything's fine. That's what it feels like, Laura. That's what it feels like. I hear it all goes down here after 8,000. Ooh, hell yeah, Nat. I used to jump out of trees. I know how to stop neck pains, Max. I'll beat you up with it. And I'm kidding. Do not support violence. That where? Wait, I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you, Max. What happens when you reach 9,999? That's a lot of commitment to be alive that long. I don't know if I want to. It's like, It's fine. Everything is fine. It could always be worse. Remember that. So I'm not sure what the stream next week will be just yet. And so, chat, we haven't done a poll. Actually, no. This will be one of the few pollless streams, chat. You're here for history being made. No polls. Great sadness. Walk the... I keep moving my neck and... Fine. Everything's fine. Anyone watching the World Cup? No. I've been watching memes about... So, Conchi, have you seen the video where a bunch of Australians are walking into Walmart? It's so good. It's so good. Yes, no polls. I feel like I'm a parent who left my kids at the house with no food and went out on a bender for like a weekend. Yes, see, Walmart is fascinating to us. Fascinating. I really want to go to Walmart. We must do the Walmart plan. I think we're definitely on the tail end. It's fine. Everything. Did the Aussies get kicked out of Walmart? No, I haven't seen that one. They're thinking about being deported. Nice. The reactions of the store and portion sizes of food is hysterical. True. It really is. Who knows? Someday I hope to go to the US, the mythical land of the American. Walmart is cool. I was so confused. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Bucky's? I want to go to Bucky's. Sounds good. It's so big, you don't understand. You don't understand, Hope. You don't understand the myth, the magic, the legend that is the Walmart. Yeah, guys, I think it's time for me to have a rest. I'm sorry, I can't make it beyond it. And I have stuff I need to do, so... does anyone have any final questions or comments they would like to make? Let me know, let me know. Tell me, my precious. Screaming at Walmart. Yes, you could. Yes, the Instagrams. So I do have the I have the Discord if you guys want to keep in touch. My socials are down below, all that good stuff. But yeah, hopefully there'll be a video this week. If not, just keep waiting. So, stay safe, my little spookling. And remember, I'll be watching.